By now you've watched our video, Why Give a Sh**? Oh, you haven't? Well, click this link and come back. Wonderful. Now we all officially give a sh**. So what now? Oh, you don't know, do you? Well, now you have to figure out which sh**s to give. I'll help you.
Thinking deep thoughts on kick-ass philosophy.
The internet is awesome and terrible. We have so much information at our fingertips, but how do you sort through it all to figure out what's worth a sh**? Let's use a little thing we call good thinking. Let's start with the difference between a fact and an opinion. A factual statement is something that can be objectively proven true or false. The Earth is warming is a factual statement, and there is a mountain of evidence to support it. An opinion is a subjective judgment. I think the Earth is neato. You can't prove that the Earth is neato. That's how you feel about the Earth. Now, it is possible to have an opinion about a statement of fact. I think the Earth is not warming, but how you feel about a statement of fact doesn't matter. Only the evidence matters. So how do we find good evidence on the internet? It's not as simple as it sounds, but start with good sources. A good source is a source that is not trying to be sensational. If it's a scientific question, look for peer-reviewed research or an article written by a major publication about peer-reviewed research. The EPA, CDC, and other government science agencies aren't perfect, but they do a pretty good job of trying to figure out the best answers. Bad sources are sources that are trying to sell a solution to a problem or an answer to a question. A bad source can be driven by ideology instead of evidence. If collectiveevolution.com says that some new discovery contradicts a known law of physics, chances are it's just not true. Look for sources that are well-supported, well-thought-out arguments that are free of cognitive bias. What's a cognitive bias, you say? These are flaws in the way our brains operate that every single one of us has to work to avoid. There are too many of these to go over right now, but there are a few major ones to watch out for. For one, don't just seek out information that supports what you already believe. Look at multiple sources and be willing to change your mind if the evidence shows your belief to be false. Also, don't make up your mind too early. Always re-evaluate where you are in your thought process and make sure you are taking new information into account. Remember, it's not easy, it's a process, and it takes practice. If we always keep in mind the difference between fact and opinion, find good sources, and evaluate information with good thinking, we'll be well on our way to giving only the best possible. So let's think good to do good. And we'll see you next time on Kick-Ass Animal Encounters.